Welcome to the Maryland for Crypto show. It's your boy Sean Prince in the building.
And it's your boy, Mr. Make It Happen.
Mr. Make It Happen. Let's go, man. Episode 5. We back again like we never left. Yo, the crypto world is on fire right now, man. We got the Ethereum Shanghai upgrade. BRICS nations trying to secede from the dollar.
What?
We got XRP about to bring it home for
Bring
the kids,
it home.
for the home team. We're getting the W.
This house.
That's what's happening. Yo, drop this intro, man.
Let's get it.
With the new, out with the old. I'm telling the future, it's being foretold. Fiat currency ain't backed by gold. Now watch how this new revolution unfold. Everything hidden in plain sight.
It's your boy Philly Freezer holding down with Maryland for crypto. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all want to get your money right. Fuck with it.
All day. Much love.
Aloha to Maryland for crypto. Aloha.
Shout out to the big homie Maryland for crypto. Out here, 2-0, smoking with legends. That's how we do. Legends out here.
Clearly it's about to explode. Ripple the weapon, XRP the ammo, XRP the keys, ripple the piano, ripple the cowboy, XRP the lasso. This financial reset gonna be a fiasco.
Yeah, man, listen, shout out to XRP. Cheers, man. Always coming with that heat, bringing us that good intro music. You already know what it is, man. We're going to jump right into it. We got to jump right into it today because
what we getting right into the market.
We're getting into the market, man. Let's do it. I mean, everything is on the up and up. Everything is looking good. Granted, we are still in a bear market. People don't get it twisted, but we got to take the gains when they come to us.
Right.
We got to take it when they come to us.
And right now, the gains are looking pretty good if you're in Bitcoin.
Bitcoin 28,005. I'm in Bitcoin, so
right.
I'm loving Bitcoin right now, and I'm most certainly in ETH as well.
Oh, you in
ETH is jumping out the box right now.
What's ETH at?
ETH is about another right there. It is.
Oh,
about 1900.
1900.
Sitting real close to 2000. Got that Shanghai upgrade about to come in the mix.
The Shanghai upgrade.
Yes, sir. So you know.
What's the Shanghai upgrade?
So the Shanghai upgrade is one of the biggest, most pivotal blockchain moves that's going to happen to date within the past 10 years. See, Ethereum is switching from a proof of work consensus mechanism to a proof of stake consensus mechanism.
They moving up.
Moving on.
So we're going to see these good candles coming
to the east side.
To the east side.
Only got a piece of that pie. Listen, man, you gotta love ETH. That's my first love. Gotta go with the ETH, man. Listen, we don't realize how big the Shanghai upgrade is for the market and for the space, man. It's gonna make Ethereum transactions faster.
Right.
Gas fees are gonna be more minimal.
Right.
It's gonna be scalable.
Right.
It's gonna be user friendly. Where
we already
gonna be able to build dApps on it seamlessly.
And we already know the government they want to use it already anyway.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's what this ETH gate is about anyway. That the government has been hiding, that they've been investing in the ETH token from the get-go. They're behind it all the way.
Ethereum is definitely one of the pioneers in the market right now. We gotta highlight, these gains and everything that's happening with it. It's what a time to be in the space.
It's a great time to be in this space.
What a time to be in the space.
Man, listen. Right now, there's so many things that's developing behind closed doors. All they want you to do is look one way while they're developing and building this fourth industrial revolution behind our backs, while everybody's blindly looking at all these distractions. Right. You gotta stay woke, folks. You gotta stay woke.
Like my guy said, it's crazy times that we're living in right now. Like I said earlier, we are on the cusp of what may be the biggest crypto event of this decade.
And what is that?
XRP bringing home the W.
The XRP
from the SEC. Case.
Yes.
Listen, Judge Torres is literally, I'm calling it weeks away, hopefully days away from making the biggest decision, making crypto regulatory actions and sanctions.
Man, listen, if we can get past Gary Gensler hate and tell. Man, I
had so much high hopes for Gensler when he came into the space.
I swear, look, did you hear about him changing his Twitter? He gets this pretty much this picture right here. Now he has the glasses on with the little glasses that you see when they're on like the Dogecoin dog or something. Or
right.
Little black joints that make it look cool.
Yeah. So he changed his.
Man, he throwing it right in our face.
come on, Gens. Why you gotta just come to the right side? What, like, don't you want to be remembered on the right side of history?
Look, you taught
What are you
MIT.
doing?
You taught the class. You know everything.
Disappointed, Gens.
Stop it.
Come talk to us. We need to prick your brain. Come talk to some real G's at the Maryland for Crypto show, because the people want to know.
Show diversity. Bring us out there. Let us question you, because it seems like these other questions is not being asked correctly.
That's what it seems like, man. But nevertheless, you know, I personally feel like the SEC case, it's weak at best,
right?
And I think XRP is going to be sitting on the right side of this, and the market implications are going to be out of this box, out of this world.
And right now it's what, 50 cents. So just imagine
it's a nice little pump recently, actually.
And just imagine what happens when this case is over. That is easy. Like once we have regulatory clarity, people don't. That's why we keep saying it, because this will be the only cryptocurrency that is allowed, or that has regulatory clarity, even if it's bad or good. It still has regulatory clarity, so people know how to use it. If it's a security, then guess what? We know how to use it in security forms. And if it's not a security, guess what? We know how to use it in that form. Absolutely. So regardless, though, we have regulatory clarity, and we know, and institutions know what they can do and what they cannot do with this token, which once again makes this token going to be widely used across the world. And right now, everybody else is using this token outside the United States, and that's another thing that we keep trying to preach to people. The U.S. is not everywhere. Yeah, the United States is not the world, people. The United States is
clearly the United States is not the world.
We're just one part of one continent. You know what I'm saying? Just, you still got Africa, you still got Australia, Europe, the whole, you still South America, like you still got Canada, all these other countries, and you know what I mean, and continents are using XRP, and they have regulatory clarity already for their coin.
So we need to catch up, or we're gonna get lost, man. And clearly we're getting lost in the sauce right now, because all of the nations, man, if you've been living under a rock, if you haven't heard, the petrodollar, all of the nations are trying to. I know a little something about the petrodollar.
Something about the petrodollar.
I know a little something about the petrodollar. I know that our way of life, as we know it, will be completely altered if the petrodollar is switched to the yuan, and they are getting away from it. We're going to lose a lot of value. American way of life will be in trouble.
Right.
If the petrodollar is not being used.
Right. If these other countries start using things like gold and baskets of currencies and euro to trade for oil and other gas and stuff from Iran and these other countries, like I said, the demand for the United States dollar definitely goes down. And this is what we're seeing right now. Like, this has been on the news behind the scenes. Everybody's watching Trump and seeing
over 100 years.
Yeah. And now the SWIFT system is slowly moving away from the dollar, man. From the dollar.
And I mean, it's scary times, man, because you know we've been partnered with Saudi Arabia since the early 70s,
right?
When it comes to oil and the sale of oil, and the agreement that we had with them is if they sold the world oil in the U.S. dollar, we would protect them as a nation.
Nixon, right?
Nixon was the one that put that into effect.
What, Kissinger?
Yeah,
Larry Kissinger sent his boy over there, like, hey, make this deal happen, my man. Don't come back until you do it. Nixon had him over there for a while. Guess what? He made that happen, though.
And what we don't realize is, supply and demand. I mean, this is pretty much simple economics, that the cause of demand for the U.S. dollar all starts with trading with the petrodollar. And if it goes away from that, man, I'm telling you, like, the average way of life for Americans are done, man. We're gonna have a whole new system, a whole new world,
whole new system. And that's why China, Russia, India, they've been buying gold for the past 20 years. They said they've been accumulating gold since the early 2000s, just nonstop, year after year. We need this bunker needs to be filled, that bunker needs to be filled, this bunker needs to be filled, all with gold. Let's get it. And that's what's been going on. And while the United States right here has been just chilling, thinking they're good. We run things so we can sanction you. We can tell you when you can and when you can't use this money, when you can't use this bank. And guess what? Guess what, folks? those sanctions won't happen no more if they come off the petrodollar. All right. If they start trading in gold, guess what? China has gold. Russia has gold. You know what I mean? India has gold. Brazil has gold. And they can all go to Saudi Arabia and be like, hey, we want to now use our gold to buy your oil, not the dollar.
Not the dollar.
And guess what? We tank instantly.
Yeah,
we go
man.
down instantly, folks.
Yeah. So we gotta be aware, and we gotta make sure that we're able to hedge ourselves against all the coming turmoil that's pretty much it's there for you to see. It's there for you to see. So I definitely want to make sure. I definitely wanted to highlight that, and how that important that is to us, and we need to definitely stay abreast and see that all these countries are starting. Malaysia has literally just said today they don't want to trade in a dollar anymore. It's like slowly but surely domino.
Malaysia said that.
Malaysia said it. Yep.
Malaysia don't want to trade in our money.
Yep.
Stop it, Malaysia. Yep. You know you need us.
They do, but
stop it.
I mean, everybody is right.
We supported you for all that time, Malaysia. Now you don't want to use our money. Stop.
And I mean, not even to mention with that, we got the Fed Now program that just went into preliminary testing as of April 1st.
Fed Now program.
Yes, the Fed Now program that is going to introduce the coming CBDC for all payments, financial payments in the United States of America.
Man, and the Fed Now program is definitely going to be crazy because that program is actually going to be run separately, side by side with the dollar. Yeah, it's going to be their CBDC, supposedly their virtual money. And the thing is, people, we don't want to use the Fed Now.
We don't.
That is the equivalent of being on welfare or something. Like, not trying to say that bad, but if they control your money, they can tell you when and where you can spend your money at. If they airdrop you, let's say they airdrop you $500 or $1,000 a week. You know what? Here goes your money. Guess what though? They might say you can only use this money within 5 miles of your house. You can't use this at this mall or that mall, or you can't use this in that state.
And guess what happens when you go a couple miles outside of that radius?
It doesn't work. Their money doesn't work.
You get red flagged.
Yep. Your card doesn't swipe. Next thing you know, red flag goes back. Maybe you might get a something in your email saying, hey, we see that you were outside.
Or you might get a ding against your social credit score. They're not talking about that right now, man.
And when it gets serious, hey, you could get a check against the law. Like, next thing you know, somebody's knocking at your door. It's like, this is your 4th strike. We see that you're going miles away from your house, and we're here to take you in.
So I mean, guys, this is serious times. It's a lot of outside distractions going on. Trump being arrested. Shout out to Angel Reese for holding it down at the LSU game. Everybody's talking about her right now.
Angel Reese.
Yeah, everybody's talking about her right now with the out here, baby. We out here, baby. Kiss the rings, B.
And she from
Kiss the rings, B. Shout her out. But again, everybody's
Maryland
talking
native.
about that. Yeah, everybody's talking about her and her sportsmanship and all of that. Oh, he do got the Maryland colors. Go ahead, rap real quick. Go ahead, rap.
We got you back. Hey, we got you back. We know what that meant.
We know what it is.
We know what that meant. That wasn't disrespect. That's like, hey, you see what we can do too. Hey, ring me though.
Talk to him, make it happen.
Ring me though.
Ring me, please.
Hey, you might be a beast, but guess what? So are we. That's what it was. I mean, that's competitive nature, right?
Competitive nature.
You know what I mean? That wasn't disrespect. That was just letting you know, put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on that.
LSU.
We the champs.
And this might be the only time I'm giving LSU really this props to, because I am an Alabama fan. Roll Tide. But once again, for the culture, for Maryland, for B More, for Reese. Let's go.
Let's go. So once again, like I'm saying, man, everybody's putting a lot of energy into these topics, man. When right behind us, banks are collapsing.
Oh my gosh, they are. What banks? Matter of fact, I got a list right here.
Go ahead, drop it.
Drop the list. Boom. Look at these banks getting X'd out.
Silicon Valley, Silvergate,
Signature Bank,
First Republican Bank, First Republic Bank. And I mean, I just want to say that
what's that? Deutsche Bank.
All these banks are broke because we have a system called fractional reserve banking.
Right.
Which means that banks can lend money that they don't actually have.
They take our $1 and lend it out 10 times, folks. They only have $1, but they lend that $1 to 10 different
fractional
people.
Reserve banking.
Stop it.
It's ridiculous, man. And the central banks, not only that, they repress the amount of interest, so we don't actually have the cost of the money. So when banks go broke through their incompetence and their decisions, guess who picks up the bill? The taxpayers. Us. We do.
We are the people paying that extra money, that inflation.
So not only that, inflation goes through the roof. Your credit cards payments go up. Your mortgages go up. Your car notes go up.
Look at it.
I mean, next? Everything is a domino effect.
That's what we should bet on. We should bet on who's next.
Who's next? Which is the next bank that's gonna fall?
It's like almost like the squares for the NFL and stuff. When you gotta pick your squares and you hit, you win the money.
Listen, if I'm a betting man, I'm not betting nothing on no banks. I'm gonna go ahead and bet my money.
Well, listen,
on cryptocurrency.
Well, all I know, if I had to pick one in the United States, I'm rolling with either Bank of America. Or I'm going with Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan.
JP Morgan is big on the biddy though. They're big on Bitcoin though.
Ethereum, they back Ethereum.
Jamie Dimon. They gonna stand the test of time.
Jamie Dimon and them, they've been in Ethereum since day one. That's the ETH right there.
Right, exactly.
They were like, hey,
talk to them.
Y'all talking about ETH, like, hey, we got a free pass, which y'all did because y'all been back from Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. And nothing in this world moves financially without Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan. Jamie Dimon. When Jamie Dimon speaks, everyone listens, folks. Just know
as
that.
They should.
Just
as they should.
Nothing happens without. But if he doesn't know, guess what? It ain't worth now.
But I mean, just to kind of bring things full circle, man. Right. We say all of these things, and we want to make everybody aware because we want to be able to be solution oriented. And I believe that cryptocurrency, Bitcoin especially, solves the issues of the banks. We don't need to trust the banks, and we don't need to have our life savings in fiat currency. Right. This is the banks that blatantly collapsing all around us. We no longer need to rely on a trusted third party when if we're using this technology, that third party is taken out of the picture. Right. And the transaction is happening without emotions, without people judging you. It's a trustless system.
Trustless system. So I don't have to know who's on the other side.
Exactly.
I know when I send this money, it's going where it needs to be. It's being calculated and
no bailout is needed.
Yeah, no bailout is needed. But what people do got to understand, all right, just since you mentioned the bailout, so
let's talk to
because once again, back in 2008, right, when the economies crashed, when the banks, the something brothers, the one of the banks, they crashed. They went out of I forgot the something brothers bank. They went out, right, and we got bailed out. The banks got bailed out, right. Obama came in. Oh, we're gonna bail out all the banks. This has to be great. We gotta save the banks, right? Well, after that happened, folks, people don't understand. There was a law that was put in now that we call once again bail-ins. All right. Okay. So what happens with bail-ins? All right. This next time around, when these banks go down, guess what? They're gonna freeze your money. And your money,
your hard-earned dollars.
And if you have more than $250,000 in one account, all right. Let's say you have $1 million in one account, or you have $750,000 in one account. They're liable to freeze your account and give you your $250,000, but anything over $250,000, they can take from you. All right. So
use it to pay the national debt.
Yeah, and use
anything they need to fund a war.
Right.
To anything.
Yeah. They can take that money from you. So right now, if you are smart, if you have money, if you have over that amount of money in these accounts, you need to open up more accounts, and you need to spread your money evenly across and keeping each account under $250,000.
Hey, man, we just give you gems.
Man, we give
that's
you
all
gems.
we do.
All right, this will protect you against what we call, once again, bail-ins. All right,
Protect your neck, kids.
protect your neck. Once again,
Protect
you
your
know what I
neck,
mean?
B.
Wu-Tang, baby.
We out here, man.
You know what I'm saying? Man, shoot. Talking about rappers though. Hey, what happened to Snoop?
I mean, you know, Snoop the
Snoop,
illest, the realest.
Hey, he was
You
on what?
feel me? He was at WrestleMania
representing
with the gold ledger around his neck, B.
looking smooth.
Snoop Doggy. Man, let's check it out, yo. You gotta love it. You
Right.
gotta love it, man.
He
You
had the
gotta
letter. Hey,
love it.
guess what? That right there.
We read between the lines.
That's what he had on around his neck. But guess what?
And
he
that
had
is
a
your
golden
financial future.
He had a golden ledger.
One of the first to do it. Iconic.
Right there, which we've been telling you to get. Once again,
we've been telling you to get the ledger
Nano
for years
X.
now.
Protect your crypto, not your keys, not your crypto.
Not your
Make
keys,
sure you get one of these.
Not your crypto.
All right. It's not much.
You
folks.
have to get one. You have to get
if
one.
you have over 1,000, matter of fact, if you have over $500 to $1,000 on exchange, guess what?
Take
it's
it
time.
off.
It's time for you to get a ledger. Now you got $20, $15. Okay, you don't need a ledger right now. But you got $1,000 over. You got $10,000 over. You got $50,000 over on these exchanges.
Oh
man, you need
put
to
it on your ledger.
Man, Sean was just at my house the other day, getting his stuff off the exchange.
I had to do it.
I need help.
I got to get it
I
off.
need to get this off.
I need to get this off, B. I gotta put the money in the stash, put the money in the vault, son.
You know what I'm saying?
You
You had to
feel
put
me?
the bread in the vault. So, and that shit. This other Friday, I went and checked up on my I went to Bank of America. Once again,
I got the lockbox.
I got the lockbox.
He's not playing no
I'm
games.
not playing. All of my keys, everything's in that. If anything happens to my house, burns down, anything, I can just go to the bank. Like, you know what? I need to open this.
I need to open this up.
Get my crypto
future.
Keys, get my new ledger. Download it. I'm good. I got my crypto back. You feel me? Like, you gotta be careful in this world right now.
And we're
It's
not
too
just
dangerous.
telling you this just to be telling you this. Like, all of the insolvency, not only with banks, but with crypto exchanges crashing. I mean, you got Voyager, you got FTX,
Right.
you got Gemini, you got all these people with Celsius. You have all these exchanges that people have locked assets on there, because if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. So if you buy crypto, now granted, some of them they'll reel you in with some staking and things of that nature.
Right.
But I just think the risk to reward is not worth it.
It's not.
When you buy it, take it off the exchange, put it on your ledger.
People don't know how early we are.
And let it relax.
Your $100 in crypto could be worth 100,000
easily
in 5 years.
Easily.
Just buy it and set it away. If you don't care about it that much, like just buy a little bit, buy a couple hundred here, a couple hundred there, set it away, come back in a couple years, and now it's might be a couple thousand.
And Binance is one of the most reputable, if not the most reputable exchange in the industry.
Right.
They are just sued by the US CFTC over alleged regulatory violations. Now, there's no telling what could happen with this, no telling if it's going to go, how far it'll go.
That's Binance, right?
Yeah, Binance. Yeah, okay. Binance. Like Binance,
not
Binance US. Yeah, it's two separate entities. But I mean, that's huge, man. That's huge because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You wake up in the morning and your assets are locked.
Right.
And now you're stuck like Chuck.
Right. And that's what they're doing, man. They have what they call Operation Chokehold, where they're trying to slowly take the liquidity out the market with these exchanges. Because guess what? If these exchanges can't hook your bank account to it, and you can't go from fiat to crypto, and now guess what? If they cut that plug, now banks are like, oh, how are we funding? They make their money off transaction fees.
Right.
All right. So when you buy $100 worth of crypto and you see them charge you 101 or 101.05, and they added a $1.05 extra, that's how they make their money. All right. And if they can't, once again, go from that fiat to that crypto through your exchange, to your HEH, guess what? That's hurting these exchanges, and that's what Gary Gensler and that's what these governments and Jerome Powell, that's what they're doing right now. They are trying to cut liquidity off these crypto exchanges. So guess what? Once again, they can say, "Hey, look, we've took it out of these bad these bad guys' hands, the crypto exchanges, and we've gave it over. We've handed it over to, once again, JP Morgan, BlackRock, you know what I mean, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America.
The movers and the shakers of the industry, man.
The movers and shakers, like I said, nothing goes down without JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and they will have a hand in this crypto industry.
Absolutely.
BlackRock definitely has, and they own everything. So they definitely have a hand in this industry.
So look, man, you know, we say all of that to say, you know, I just want to make sure before we wrap up, I want to leave you guys with this, all our viewers with this. I need you guys to just understand, you know, how important these times are right now, and how, you know, we always say you got to hedge yourself against the turmoil that's soon to come. Make sure you're ready, make sure your family is ready, and make sure you're set up to be able to, you know, not be hit so hard with this Great Depression that, you know, is clearly on the horizon, with the dollar being depegged from all these different nations, and, you know, our banks just printing more money and interest rates going through the roof. I mean, these are crazy financial times right now. So I need you guys to, whatever it is, whatever project you want to invest in, make sure you choose your cryptocurrency. Research the project, research the white paper, the roadmap, the website. You have to evaluate the development team.
Who is the CEO?
Who is on this project?
Where is he from? Is he from around the way?
What is his past experience? What is her past experiences? What is their past experiences? All of that, man. You know,
what school did he go to? Like, we need to know these type of things nowadays.
you need to know what projects and where you're putting your money. Analyze the technology and the consensus mechanisms that comes with the projects.
What is this project changing to help change the world? That's what you gotta think.
Absolutely. What is it doing? What is it? A proof of stake? Is it a proof of work? Are there any legal issues, regulatory issues, any vulnerabilities, things of that nature? You know, what are the partnerships, like we've stated, the tokenomics? All of these things are important to any crypto investor if you want to be successful in this bear market right now.
You gotta be accumulating right now.
This is the best time to buy.
And if you're, once again, real fast before we leave, and if you bought into a little Doge, all right, a little bit of Doge,
you made a little bit of money.
Yeah,
you know, Elon always coming through with the drops and the Twitter to jump the project. I can't knock the hustle, man.
He didn't drop the Doge coin for the new logo, for the new Twitter, Lizzie.
Can't go wrong with the Doge.
Hey,
man.
I saw this earlier too on Insta. This joint was fun.
Nah, I like that one. I like that.
That's
one.
The new Twitter logo.
That's the new Twitter, man. And it says $15 to get a blue check now. So I mean, M4C, it is what it is.
M4C, we ready to get our blue check. I don't care if they laugh at us or not. We only got 200 followers. So what? We got our blue check. We verified in these streets and on Twitter.
Yeah, man, it's hilarious, man.
All right,
that is hilarious. Hey, listen, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Always stay hip with the Maryland for Crypto
you
show.
You know what it is, man. Make sure you stay tuned in. Once again, we really gonna try to drop these videos for you, this content for you at a good pace. You know what I mean?
Keep it coming, keep it going. That's how we do. Look at it. You already know what it is, man. Follow us on all our platforms. We out here, man.
Man, we out, boy.
Folks feeling like I ain't done much. All good though. I know I did everything I could though. Insisting anyway like Rondo. Rage on, bro. I'm kicking shit like E Honda. I gotta eat every plate make for me casa. Talking dumb to me, I gotta holler. You focus on memes, me, I'm clocking dollars. We riding on dope ass energy. We rolling up dope, stay away from me. My shit is too dope, you can't cope with me. Fuck you if you can't deal with my energy. We rolling off dope ass energy. We rolling up dope, stay away from me. If you can't deal with my dope energy, fuck you and anything that you feel about me.